Hi everyone, Riggidy here. Going to do my alliance attacks. Um, I just switched out my weapons. Gonna go into the battlefield. Let's look at what I always like to look at my own base. Remember what my might is. 18.3, 18.5. This might actually change. I might not use Natalie. I've been giving it some thought. We'll see. See what I'm gonna do. Um, what I like to do when I select a target is I don't really necessarily look at the might number. I look at who's in it, how many healers they have, sometimes what colors, but specifically the persons or the hero, who they are, knowing what abilities they do. Their best person, we don't have to attack. There's 60 attacks. We're not going to beat every one of their bases. We don't have to attack their best person, per se. What happens is whoever their best people are, and I'm not even sure it's that guy, they're likely going to have apex cores. They're going to have apex weapons. You may even be at a disadvantage, even though you might be at the same might or near might. There's a lot of things under the hood, as I like to say, that can't be seen, that are a little bit more dicey now that they added cores and things like that. So be aware that there's always that element of randomness, of surprise that may hit you. Remember, you always have two chances every time. There's a button over here. Not up top, there's the leave button, but there's a button over here for a retry. You get one retry if you're not all dead before you hit that button. I was 18.5 and 18.3, I think I said. So, I could look at a 19 million. Honestly, I could probably beat that base. No problem. It's probably not my best interest. I don't know. Maybe it is. I think I could beat this base, but alright. Why don't I just take this entire base out? Take a challenge to myself. I don't really like to face McCarty and L&J together with Lady M. It's probably not a great thing, but I've been doing pretty well on people lately, so let me go ahead and try and beat this. pretty healthy. I'm going to stop her from healing. Hit her with that. And that. Do this. Do this. Got that off. Excellent. That was a big part of the battle, is getting that first one down. That doesn't mean it's over. It's just, it's a pretty good advantage. Alright, took her out. Let's try and get Fox down now. It's working out pretty well. Set up the green bomb. Make sure I hit her with that, in case the board falls on the opposite side for some reason. I'm not going to use this because it won't take effect because she's immune to debuffs for another round. So I'll just hang out for a second. She used that on somebody. Can't gain range for 3 rounds. I don't want that. So we'll get rid of it. Alright, it's over. That's round 1. I thought I was giving myself a little bit of a challenge. Looked like not. Let's see what happens. Came out here to swap something out. Hers. Always make sure you have your best weapons in. No matter what they are. Doesn't matter. Put your best weapons in. Take every advantage you have. So we went after them. Let's take this person out. Boom. 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 I like to switch these two. So if they hit my healer, I still have this over here. I do like to put Wally in the middle when there's like a Mantis or an Atropus, or I mean just Mantis, just because if he hits 3 targets, he can only hit 3 of these or 3 of these. and he can't be, his rage can't be depleted. It's, it's one of his abilities. Uh, I think that's what that meant. We'll see. But I'm going after this one. It's a pretty even match. Should be no contest for me, but we'll see. I'd rather not hit him because he'll make me miss when she goes off. Um, so if I can stay away from hitting him like I just did, so they all hit, that's ideal. Come over here. Deplete her rage. Go after Marlowe. He's a pain in the neck. He's gone. Good. I knew that was going to happen. What I'm going to do here is just let them fire off since they're all full rage. Okay. Pretty much doesn't matter at this point. It's over. And that's how you make sure you take out two of your targets. Um, I mean, as a larger base, I kind of feel um, with my might being as high as it is, I have a range of nearly the top base versus all the way down to the lowest. As a group, we need to get as many targets down as possible. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I'm attacking up far enough that I'm letting everyone below me have a target that's formidable, or, something that they can be competitive with. If I'm attacking lower and I'm leaving the harder bases for the people that have a lot less hero might than I do, honestly, it's not fair. Um, and as a group, it doesn't set us up for success in a great position. So make sure you're being considerate of your fellow alliance members and attacking a formidable target for your hero might. If you are struggling at that hero might, because certain heroes do fare better in hero challenges like this than others, um, go down to a level that you can adjust for. Um, but if you can attack at a formidable level to yourself, please do so. If not, attack a target that you know you can beat, and let's not spend any defeated attacks um, if we don't have to. Um, the whole strategy, and it's not really practical because everyone's on at a different time and everyone attacks at a different time, is you have your lowest bases attack and you keep going up the chain attacking the next highest bases. I don't really like that. I'd rather people pick and choose which heroes they do well against, which ones they don't. You can attack the ones you feel you match up good against. I definitely recommend practicing in Hero Duel. Right now it's all purples, at least it is for me, so it's not really a good time to be practicing. But outside of the times where they limit the heroes you can use, make sure you're using your heroes. Most people attack with one lineup, like their best lineup. They always attack with their best lineup, but for practice sakes, it's good to be using your second lineup, going through there and seeing what you can do with your second lineup. Obviously, you probably have the most experience with your first lineup. Your second lineup, you probably haven't been using. I know I didn't start using a second lineup until Alliance Conquest came out. If you have any questions about strategy, please reach out. What I would do is make sure you have a plan going in. Look at the bases, see which ones you're going to match up well against, change out your weapons, kind of focus on what you're doing, and go in and have an attack plan. You look at this lineup, I wouldn't do that lineup, to be honest with you. If I was going to do this lineup, I'd make sure I'm going in with at least Fox to remove these two people's effects. And I would also go in with Mantis to remove those effects also and make sure. And maybe go in with Lady M to silence one or two of these people, maybe the healer. And, maybe you go in with Lavina, so if you don't have Lady M, you just make sure that she can't heal the person that you're taking out. Over on this lineup, this one's going to be a little bit harder, but this was similar to the lineup I took out first. I always go after LNJ first. She has a few less hit points, and she does the most damage to the most targets, all 5 of them. And she could put on a debuff that stops you from being able to be healed for 5 rounds. It's not guaranteed, but if it goes off, it's really bad, and it can hit more than one person. That's why I like to take out LNJ first, or Wally, or Phoenix, McCarty, the people that do the most damage, that if you get stunned or don't have your tiles up at the right time, they can do a lot of damage. So look over, plan your attack, make sure you're going in with a plan if you can. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Good luck, everyone. See you next time. Peace.